Hello everybody, my name is Untold Gamer and welcome to a new game, Oxygen Not Included. Now, you may look at this and you think of a different game that I haven't played in quite some time, Don't Starve. It's actually made by the same people, I think they're called Clay, but this game is an alpha, and I saw it and I did a little bit of research on it, and I started to really like it. I saw Northern Lion play it, and I was like, I have to put this on the channel. See how it is in development build? It's actually an alpha, so I'm going to support it. Just for the time being, okay? There are some bugs. It's not quite finished, and you can definitely tell. But with what they have, just the developers based on Don't Starve, and when Don't Starve Together was in alpha and then eventually in beta, which I did play. I put quite a few hours into that. They do really well in alpha, and I did end up trying two different colonies. I call them colony. I'm not even sure if I spelled colony right. I spelled it :Y, and I don't know if that's actually how you spell it. But I don't know if cycle number 28 is pretty good. I started to hit a plateau, and then I tried another one where I tried to get to where I was going to go, or at where I am in this colony a bit faster, and I did. I'm round about like 6 to 10 hours in the game. I don't know. I sort of lost count. I just kind of played last night until I got tired, and then I went to bed. Gamers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna run you through this game real fast. We're gonna hit new game. It's really cool because it's like a colony builder. It's like someone took RimWorld and added Don't Starve into it. Um, but unlike RimWorld, water matters, oxygen matters, and things like that. They matter a lot. So I am going to move my head down here so you can see what I'm going to show you. These are our 3 colonists. You start with 3 colonists every time you begin a new game. So I am going to fiddle a bit with these, and one's already named Turner. Ha, that's pretty cool. We're going to look at our first guy, Ralph, level 2 miner, +2 digging, +2 tinkering, which means he digs faster and he tinkers a little bit more effectively. And he's naturally robust, so that means that he won't get sick as easily. There's all these contaminants, and you'll start to see that. And I'm immediately going to shuffle him because I saw something that I did not like. But I noticed mouth breather. He sucks up way more than their fair share of oxygen. I tend to not really struggle with oxygen just based on how I build the colony, and you'll see that here in a bit. But I'm actually going to change that a little bit. He's a quick learner, gastrophobia, +7 learning. He's gastrophobia. He cannot cook, but his decor expectation is 10. Ooh, no. I have a big problem with decor. I'm just like, I don't want to. Creativity, construction. Creativity, I'm not really worried about. Loud sleeper. In space, everyone can hear you snore. I don't like that one either. Narcoleptic. That's fine. Decor's fine. Not the brightest star in the sky. Cannot research. Yeah, that'll work. We'll take Ralph, and we'll name him Andrew. We'll look at this next guy. Bottomless stomach. He takes in more calories. Of course, you have to, build food. You have to have oxygen, water, and a stable place to sleep. And then you start getting a little bit more complex than that. But that's the utmost basics. We're gonna naturally robust. Bottomless stomach. Decor expectation being 5. I don't know about that. A slow learner, decor, no. I do not want a high decor expectation. So this -25 right here is going to help us a lot. You'll start seeing, and that's a bit far into it, but it is definitely something that we have to worry about. Nesbit, athletics, cooking, digging, uncultured, no appreciation for the finer things, refuses to do art, and has a lot less decor. Stress response destructive, and yep. I used to do that all the time. Okay, let's look over here. -15, she's a vomiter, +2 athletics. Okay, iron gut, Anemic. The opposite of athletic. Let's roll again. Keep going. Okay. I don't want mouth breather. Bottomless stomach. Ooh. Let's keep going. -3 learning. Strength. Carrying weight. I don't... Flatulence? Some duplicates are just full of it. I don't even know what that means. Mouth breather. Uncultured. -35 decor, though. That's pretty tight. -5 small bladder. -15 biohazard. I really don't want them getting sick. Like, that's the thing. When you get contaminated oxygen, you tend to get a little bit sicker. I'm gonna have to... Oh yeah, it'll work. Yeah, scaredy cat means you can't fight, but it's fine. Yeah. We'll do my mom, my dad, and me. Yeah, we're gonna go into space. And we're gonna survive, and we're gonna call this Untold Colony. I don't know if I spelled that wrong. We're gonna find out, but it's gonna load in the world, and every world is randomly generated. That's some of the coolest stuff. Okay, so this is our little starting area. Alert, your crew has awoken miles beneath the surface of an unfamiliar terrestrial body. Oddly, they have no recollection of how they got here. It might be best to start digging. Begin. Okay, and immediately I'm going to pause it, because there are some things that I have to go over with you, and this is basically going to be the first episode. It's just me going over things of the game so that you can understand it. So yeah, the movement is a little blocky, it's a little chunky, and I do apologize for that. It is an alpha, so you can't really blame it. Ooh. Okay, the only thing I don't really see that we have a lot of is algae, and that's going to be a bit of a problem. Okay, so here's where we start, and we immediately come with this little printing pod, and they basically make more of these little guys. And we get 20 kilocalories. I will move my face over so you can see 20 kilocalories right here so that we can eat and not, die. That's a thing that we need to not do. And we also have all of this oxygen. If I pull over the oxygen relay, you can see, and I will move my face down one more time. Light blue is very good, yellow is very toxic, and there's like purple and red in the center. This is very breathable right here, very breathable. Wow, you can open up to some insane places. This is really good just for like oxygen itself. And you see down here we have some carbon dioxide, high amounts of it. You can look down where my mouse pointer is. I was gonna say like maybe 3 lines below that. You can see the grams of how much carbon dioxide is in the air. And I also have the temperature set to Fahrenheit. So sorry all you people that don't like, use Fahrenheit, but that's what I use and I'm most comfortable with it. So another thing that we need is rudimentary materials, dirt, sand, stuff like that. Basic metals, this copper here. And we also need water. Water is going to help us a lot. And we're also going to need some stuff called algae. And I'll explain a bit more probably in like next episode or even the episode after that. And obviously we need oxygen. So I immediately have to think of like what we're going to be doing with this base. So of course you have to start digging. You need somewhere to start. So we'll expand a little bit. This ore right here is oxalite, and it produces a little bit of oxygen. And I say a little bit because every second it's emitting 17.6 grams per second. And these little guys, I can't actually remember. Yeah, 108 some roundabouts. It says 108.3, but it's not, always 108.3 grams per second. And I'm also probably going to dig all throughout here and maybe open up to this little area right here. Since it's fully breathable, I am not at all worried about opening up to here. After that, we'll start building some things down here, and I'll start explaining these menus and all of these things down here, like millwood and mercury and stuff like that. And we're just going to I'm gonna exit out of these because I'm gonna explain it to you myself. Yeah, the colony does require toilets, so the way I like to do it is almost like Fallout-esque, where I can let me move my face up to its normal position. Where I like it extremely organized. I like to plan everything out and then build it as like Prison Architect back in the days of when that was on the channel. Things like that I like to plan before I move. Oh, this is also a vacuum. There is no breathing in here. Of course, there is I guess you could say the flow of gas. So if this was full of carbon dioxide and this was full of oxygen, it would mix into carbon dioxide and oxygen, which would not be very good. You don't want a whole lot of carbon dioxide. A little bit is okay, but I mean, once you see in this oxygen overlay that it starts becoming red, like this area down here, you definitely want to stop that as soon as flipping possible. So first things first, I have to have places where they can sleep and places where they can poop. Because if they start peeing and pooping all over the ground, it's going to start making contaminated oxygen. And in this early stage in the game, where basically this is my area, I'm going to have a huge problem with that very, very quickly. So I'm going to open up a little hallway right here. And basically, my base is going to be here, because this is a lot of, I think it's sandstone? I thought it was dirt. No, this is dirt. Or is that fertilizer? No, it's dirt. Okay. So only 10 hours. I just want to point that out. I could make my little travel down to right here. And the colonists, excuse me, are 2 blocks wide. So you kind of have to account for that whenever you're digging. And I'm also going to try and grab some of this algae, which I'll show you why we need it here in a minute. But with this hallway, I like to have a huge amount of oxygen where they sleep, so that they don't have to sleep and hold their breath at the same time, because it makes their stress, which is a big thing later on in the game after cycle like 10. Cycles are like days. So I like to have a high concentration of oxygen wherever they are for most of the day. Where they sleep, where they make food, where they make energy, stuff like that. And I also like to plan out a little bit in advance, so I can do things like this and basically make little starter hallways. We might actually, yeah, we'll need a 3. We'll need a 3, and I'll let you know why later. Okay, so I think okay, yeah, we'll make this little area and we'll start digging, and that'll be some really good resources. And I'll just let him dig for a little bit. What is also need done is put down some tiles. This raises the decor level, which makes their stress rise slower, and also they move faster, so work gets done faster. So I am going to create this whole little bottom area right here out of tile, and then we'll just put some tile down here too. Actually, you know what? We'll cancel this down here, right down here, just so that they start getting this done, because we need to lay down not here, the cots. That's something we need to have before the day is over. And you can kind of see this clock right here. This is like the 12-hour clock. The night is right here, so that's when they sleep. And trust me, they like their sleep. So right now they're just going to be building the really basic stuff, and I'm going to put a little storage compactor right here. They might even actually fill it up today. I don't think that they will, but they might. And as soon as they build it, for some reason you have to set it to all. It's not just immediately set to all, but whatever. Okay, so there's all these resources down on the ground here. Okay, so they're gonna build their little rooms. I kind of built this weird in the fact. Okay. Where do I want to have their toilets? You know what? Let's not worry about the 3 for right now. Let's Yeah, that should work. So we'll put toilet. Algae. Yeah. Okay. Whenever you use the algae, which is something that I went down towards this water here for, I know that there's algae right here, but we'll get to that here in a second. You can use it to start creating reliable oxygen. And ladders, obviously, they can't just fly. They go up and down, but they use their little guns to like build and dig and stuff. And they have like different tools for different uses. And yeah, we get a little carbon dioxide in here, but that's just gonna happen because they're existing. Generally the highest oxygen concentration is around about the printing pod, just because that's just so far how it's worked. Got the overlay. Come down here, build some flipping. Are you gonna dismantle? Yeah, okay, you are gonna dismantle the sand. I was like, because sometimes they don't want to, and it's really weird. Okay, so we got a skill increase probably for digging, just because that's what we're actually doing. Yep, just digging. So I mean, it's nothing too super fancy yet. Yeah, we'll create the little ladder right here too. So another thing, since we're more than halfway through the day, we need to put these down. And 1, 2. Okay, so I need to dig one more. Yeah. Since we have 3 colonists, we need 3 beds. Duh. Yep, they're starting to. So another thing, what Andrea just did is she's down here in this carbon dioxide and low amounts of oxygen. So she has to go away and get to where she can breathe, which. Okay, yeah, she got to about right here, which is 210 grams, which is barely breathable. So she can breathe for about 2 seconds in that area. I cannot remember what I was going to put here. Probably liquid pump. Probably. I can't remember. And we need to put a tile right here so that I know that these are not just one big room, and I wouldn't just extend it like for some odd reason. Oh look, it's the morb. Yeah, morb. Oh, that's a nice amount of hydrogen. Oh, that's gorgeous. Chlorine, not really sure. What do the morbs do? Hang on. What do you actually do? What do you consume? I just saw contaminated oxygen, so not 1000% sure. Are you idle? You are not, but you have dirty hands. We'll have to worry about their hygiene later because we simply do not have the ways to keep them clean quite yet. So yeah, our storage thing is already full, so I am gonna have to build up this storage facility already. That was fast. I didn't realize it did that much digging. Are you full? Nearly. So, excuse me. Oh shoot. I wasn't paying attention to the sand. I guess we will have to build this. Oh, build it. Oh no, now she doesn't have a bed because there's no. Oh. Oh, she just built the tile so she can go. Okay. You see that it says colony requires toilets. That is something that we need. Plumbing, outhouse. The outhouse will have to go right here. You know what? No, hang on. We can do this better. We can definitely do this better. We can go over here, here. Yeah, but we'll have to put tile here since this is sand. Oh, shoot. You have to dig here, please. Thank you. And we'll have to... Wait, no. We have to go one farther since the ladder. Then we'll need tile. You'll see what I'm doing here in just a salty second. And we'll also build tile here. I'm trying to give them things to do. I know we have insufficient oxygen generation. I fully realize that. And we will have a little bit of problems with that within the first about 5 days. And then after that, we should be just about peachy. We'll put 1, 2, 3, put a space, 1, 2, 3, put a space, 1, 2, 3, because we need oxygen filtration as well as carbon dioxide scrubbing. Yeah, you guys have to use the bathroom. So for right now, we'll put an outhouse just right there. And I will go to prioritize, and I'll actually set it to 8 so that they do it right now. Because this is... Yep, there you go. So he's going to deliver the parts, and then he's going to build it. Please don't make a mess, because if you do, it's going to go in our water. Because this is going to it's going to filter down, and then it's going to go that way. But I tried to make a little area where it might halt that just for a little bit. Oh, please tell me it works. Yeah, he did make a mess. Just as the toilet was getting built too. Okay. We need to mop everywhere. I know it's gross. Just making sure. Oh no, do not mop that. Please do not mop that. Oh yeah, you guys ran out of oxygen down here. There is nothing down there. This all needs to filter. What's up here? Oh, it's perfect up here. How is it over here? Not too great. We will put our 1, 2, and we'll set these to all, and set them to all, Okay. Keep her going. We're gonna move the outhouse down to here, but we also need this. We'll put a door, because you need doors. They love doors for some reason. Like we'll take a door and we'll put it there too. I don't know why they like having their toilets and their bedrooms really I guess walled off. See if we put the toilet down here, we'll just have to extend out for the oxygen. Oxygen is a huge part. That's why it's called oxygen not included. It's extremely necessary, turns out, to living. So since they've already, gone to the bathroom for the day, they generally ought to go to the bathroom about 1 time. And you heard me talking about food earlier. They generally only eat about 3,000, 4,000 calories a day. And right now we have enough meal rations to support that for maybe a few days. Oh, this is actually producing quite a bit. Go to all. I'm trying to worry not that much about the materials, because obviously they're breaking all these blocks down, and then they're taking the materials like this dirt and they'll stick it up here. What's our stress at? Okay, Dad is stressing out. Whoopsie daisies. Because we've got a little pocket of carbon dioxide here. What's our overlay looking like? Yeah, generally the toilet is the least breathable area. If we need a little boost of oxygen, oh, that's quite a big boost. Oh, we'll just break this and then, yeah, break this, and then that'll be our little metal mine. I need you to deconstruct this, please. Right now they're sweeping, so that basically sweeping comes last. I don't know why, but sweeping is the least of their worries always. And I'm always bad at clicking in a straight line, which is why I suck so bad at Counter-Strike. Oh yeah, stuff can float, so leaving that like that is perfectly fine. It doesn't matter. What's another thing? I would prefer to extend this out to grab this algae, so that when we get to oxygen, we'll be fine there. And also, we do need this copper. Might also be good for some meal wood. Yeah, let's do this. Get that, and grab that. Ooh, well, what else can we do? This could be power when we get to that. that's another big part is power creation, generating your own power. Oh yeah, do have Muckaroo. Oh, awesome. So we can go over here, place some flowers. They like flowers. We'll put a little door here because they flippin' love doors, and you'll see in the next episode. I'm gonna let this one kind of run a bit longer because I had to stop so much at the. Oh, hang on. We need to sweep that because that is contaminated dirt, which is emitting contaminated oxygen at an alarming rate. I know it says milligrams, but that will honestly kill us. No lie, that will straight up kill us. It'll get us sick, and then it'll make it to where we cannot breathe anymore, and that is not okay. We can also put... Oh, no, we can't. We need to go get briar, and I think there was a briar over here, wasn't there? Somewhere? Oh, somewhere. There's also a really good spot for metal down here, and there's some mealwood. Oh, there's briar. Oh, well, they're going to sleep. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to cut the episode right here so that you guys can sort of get a little taste of what Oxygen Not Included is all about, the basic mechanics. And I'll go a little bit more in depth next episode. So thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this episode, hit that like button down below and subscribe if you want to see this more on the channel. I will see you dudes next time. Peace.